Welcome to the Bourbon Van. I'm Phil.
I'm Julie.
It's 5 Sip Friday, and that's Devil's Tower.
All right.
All right, we are in Wyoming for 5 Sip Friday, tasting a sample from a Patreon supporter, and we take 5 sips, try to guess what we're drinking, say whether or not we like it, and then it's revealed what we've been drinking. It's an exercise for us to see if we've learned anything, to see how our palates are growing or not growing, and hopefully we get pretty close to whatever it is that we're drinking with our guesses. And today's bottle comes to us from Purple Grain.
Purple Grain.
Purple Grain, right? Because, again, if you're not familiar with Purple Grain, it's from Minnesota. So
I like
is Prince. Purple Grain. Okay, enough of that.
Ready to get to the nose?
I am so ready on this one. Ooh, that's nice, Purple Grain, whatever this is.
She smells a hair spicy.
A little spicy. Right off the bat, my head goes to Booker's.
Oh, interesting.
Almost immediately.
I like it.
There's something very Booker's-ish about this nose.
Well, let's see if you're right.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks, Purple Grain.
That's beautiful. That's really good.
I had a bit of an experience on that one.
Did you?
Yeah. It went from spicy to hot to sweet to warm, all the way back around.
There's a ton
Ooh,
of
minty.
caramel sweetness, a little bit of mint. There's some red fruit that shows up there. This reminds me so much of some of the Booker's samples that we've been given over the last few months. This is really lovely. I don't know, it drinks easier than a lot of what we've had, Booker's and that sort of thing. Maybe, I don't know. I can keep sipping here because I'm just enjoying this. This is delicious.
And I think it's quite warm. Like, for a first sip, I'm like in the 120s already.
I think so too. That's what's good. That's one more reason I'm thinking maybe this is a Booker's.
Yeah. All right, number 2.
Sip 2. Wow, that mouthfeel. When it landed on my tongue that time, it was just like a drop of delicious motor oil.
She's warm. Like, it's just like hanging out. I said like hanging out there on my tongue.
Hey.
Hey. Hanging out there.
Oh, this is delicious.
I'm
It's so caramely. It's definitely a Jim Beam product. I don't think that there's any doubt.
I'm a little stumped on this one.
Are you?
Yeah, I don't know why. I'm just trying to figure out my flavor notes on this one. I have a little bit of a peppery note to it. I am getting a little bit of mint. The heat is so warm that I feel like it's distracting from the actual flavors, at least for me.
Oh, and I think it's a perfect balance. Whatever this proof point is, that bug is tickling my hand. Whatever this proof point is, I think it suits the drink beautifully. It is caramely, it is vanilla, it's super viscous on the tongue. Oh boy, and there's a little bit of spice on the back end. There's a little bit of that nuttiness. Again, I'm going full on Jim Beam distilling on this one. Maybe Baker's, maybe Booker's.
Man, I'm not getting any nuttiness.
Really?
That'll come on my sip 5, I bet.
It's not aggressive nuttiness. It's not like peanut butteriness. It's not like peanut shells like you
More
sometimes
dry.
get. Yeah, it's just, there's something, yeah, it's just really good.
There is a nice sweet note in there.
Are we at sip 3?
3.
All right.
All right. So I'm getting a nice carameliness there. I'm almost getting a hint of a cherry, like a what do you call those? Let's try.
Luxardo?
Luzardo cherry?
Luxardo.
Yeah, Luxardo cherry. Because it's like a darker, deeper flavor versus like a maraschino that's just like, red.
Yeah. And there's something like artificial fruit hanging around on the finish here too.
I'm not getting a ton of nuttiness,
There might even be a little blueberry
but
here.
it is a little bit dry. And blueberry, I think that's not a bad call on that.
Oh boy.
Interesting.
It's really good. The artificial fruit shows up on the finish. Wow.
I'm going for 4.
Sip 4. I'm gonna have a lot left at the end of this. I'm really glad that I do, because whatever it is, I just want to think about it while I enjoy it.
I think she's proofy. I mean, my lips are tingling. My throat is quite warm. I'd go as high as 127 to like 130 something.
I mean, that would put
Like,
it in Booker's range.
It is. I feel like it's warm, and if it's only like 98, I'm gonna be shocked.
It could be, no, it's definitely not that low. It could be the sun just like drilling into our backs currently. We picked a funny time of day to do
Yeah.
this with the sun right there, but I liked your first guess of like 120 proof. That
Yeah.
feels right.
For some reason, I'm getting like a finishedness to this. It's not really on the palate, it's more on the nose that I get that. I'm not super clear on it being finished, but it's
Yeah.
just something I noticed with the nose going on.
I think that it's well aged because there's a little bit of oak now that I'm finding
Yeah,
on the nose when I go back to it, and it's like a sweet charred oak,
yeah.
and it's not bitter in any way. There's really nice
No.
sweet oak starting to show up more and more. It's building as we sip this.
Agree.
Mmm.
And you might be right. Maybe that's just, instead of the finish, maybe it's just the age of that oak. Ooh, are we five?
I almost went
yeah.
5. Are
No,
we ready?
we're
Oh my
good.
goodness. I was just enjoying it so much. I was just going to keep sipping.
I almost got like a marshmallowiness on that.
Like a toasted marshmallow?
Yeah.
That's
like,
what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know what's interesting is I didn't get any nuttiness on that, and I kept waiting for it. I mean, because he started talking Booker's, he started talking Beam. I did not get that on this, but I agree. I think it is well aged.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in the realm of. I'm gonna go 127.
Okay.
I don't know what this is. I don't think I've had it,
I don't think so either.
but I like that vicinity you're in with like a Beam product.
There's a series of Beam products that aren't overly nutty. Booker's and Baker's immediately come to mind. Those sort of elevated Beam products where it's just not nearly as nutty as some of the other things in their product line. I still think this is a Jim Beam product. If I had to guess, I would probably say that this is a Booker's, although I don't know that it's like that 127, 126 proof
Yeah.
arena. I would probably say like 120, maybe 122.
Yeah.
Which
And-
I think brings it down to like, I don't know if there's Booker's, I don't know what the span is,
Yeah.
so maybe that's a Baker's. This is a tough one, but I do think it's well aged, which again, Booker's not always well aged, whereas
Right.
Baker's sometimes is. I don't know.
I will say I'm going away from Booker's. I don't think this is a Booker's. I don't think that I know what Baker's tastes like. So for me, that would be just like a
Throwaway.
throwaway guess. But if you're thinking like it could be like that, I'm just gonna play the odds and go with that one because I'm not on the Booker's train on this one. There's just no
Yeah.
nuttiness showing up for me.
And I'm 100% on it. I'm going to
Yeah.
say that it's probably a Booker's. I'm going to say that it's in the neighborhood of the low 120s. And I'm going to say whatever it is, it's probably been aged pretty well, probably
Agreed.
longer than most Booker's products if it's a Booker's. So
Yep.
I think we're ready to find out what this thing is.
I'm ready. And what was
Alright.
your proof point?
I'd say low 120s.
Low
like
120s.
122 feels right to me.
And 127. So I was gonna say 127 and a half, but 127 feels about right to me.
And I'm looking at a round number.
All right,
Okay.
let's find out.
Oh man, I got a lot left. Oh, the bugs are trying to get in on it. Everybody likes this whiskey, I guess.
All right.
But you like this, right?
Oh,
Would you say you like this whiskey?
yeah, it was
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I think this is delicious. Purple Grain
Purple Grain
continues to outdo himself.
Purple Grain. Thank you for the email. Knob Creek,
Okay.
12-year cast strength, 120.4. Wait, and that's what you said, right?
Yeah, I
Low-
wanted to go 120, but I didn't know what would be that low.
120.4 proof.
I forgot all about, I mean, I was thinking about the Knob Creek line, but I forgot about Knob 12. We've never had Knob Creek 12.
We have not.
People keep telling us how great it is.
Yeah, we
and
liked it.
Now we know.
I know.
Wow, 12 years aged, so we were right that it's well aged.
Yep.
Knob Creek, we were right that it's Jim Beam, and 120 proof, we were in that vicinity. So I think we did pretty good today.
Hey, Purple Grain. Not bad.
Not bad at all. Thank you so much for the sample, and to those of you who have been enjoying these 5 Sip Friday videos, thank you for tuning in. We hope you guessed this one along with us, and we hope you guessed it right. Check us out on Instagram at The Bourbon Van. Join us on Patreon to watch our travel videos for as little as $3 a month, and from wherever we are.
To wherever you are.
Cheers.
Thanks, Purple Grain. Appreciate you.
That's complex. There's a lot happening there.
I'm still not getting that nuttiness.